Hey guys, today I wanted to do a video that's kind of a part of my Draconic Moon series, and we're going to look at some celebrities or famous people, well-known people in the world and throughout history, and what Draconic Moon sign they each share. And I will give just a quick snapshot of what that Draconic Moon sign represents. If you aren't aware of what your Draconic Moon sign is, I'll leave a link that you can click so you can calculate yours. It's basically your soul's essence, who you were before you entered into this lifetime. And like I said, I do have a series I'm doing where I go in depth on each of the signs and what their past lives looked like, what their greatest strengths and assets are, how to use your Draconic Moon energy in this lifetime and with your current natal chart. So I'll leave links to all of that down below if you're interested. But today I just wanted to look at some of the celebrities through the Draconic Moon signs. As I go through these lists rather quickly, I would love you guys to share down below kind of what you observe about these groups of people in each of the Draconic signs, maybe some insights you have or things you want to share. Keep in mind that the Draconic Moon, it represents our soul's essence. And a lot of times it's something that most people out in the world don't get to see or notice about us, either because of our natal chart and how those energies are affecting our Draconic Moon, or because our own imperfections and issues and faults that we are battling with in this lifetime. The Draconic Moon is kind of who you are when all of that is stripped away, when you are at your perfection, okay? So keep that in mind as I go through these celebrities. You know, no one's perfect, not even you or I, of course. But these are descriptions that, for those of you who have a particular Draconic Moon sign, it should strike a chord. It should strike a chord at a soul level. These are the things that when people do notice this about you, you feel deeply touched, you feel seen, you feel understood, okay? And yeah, this was part of research I had to gather before I started this series. I needed a wellspring of individuals to pull from when I was looking at the energy for each Draconic Moon. And I don't know, I thought it would be fun for us to look through these. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. And don't forget to check out the series. It's not completed yet. I'm still working through it. Each video takes quite some time to do. And a lot of research to do and rewrites and all of that. So thank you for being patient with me as I finish this series, but hopefully this kind of tides you guys over a bit and you find it interesting. So let's start with the Draconic Moon in Aries. So here are some well-known people with the Draconic Moon in Aries. We have Khloe Kardashian, Meryl Streep, Rihanna, Gandhi, Malala Yousafzai, Kirsten Dunst, Lindsay Lohan, Venus Williams, Keanu Reeves, Billy Graham, George Washington, Stephen Hawking, and Eminem. So if you have a Draconic Moon in Aries, at a soul level, you are courageous, you're strong-willed, you're candid, you're straightforward, you're confident yet humble, enthusiastic, pioneering, hopeful, solitary, honest, fearless, and spirited. If you have a Draconic Moon in Aries, leave a comment below as to which one of these celebrities or famous people you most identify with at a soul level. I think that would be fun to talk about down below. Let's go on to the Draconic Moon in Taurus. Okay, so here are some of the famous people with a Draconic Moon in Taurus. We have Kylie Jenner, Elvis, David Beckham, John McCain, Barbara Walters, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, also known as AOC, Daniel Radcliffe, Serena Williams, Sadhguru, Denzel Washington, Tammy Faye Baker, and Pope Francis. Pinned in the comment section down below, I will also have a list of some other famous people, celebrities, well-known people with your Draconic Moon sign that didn't make it here on the list, but were a part of my research if you would like to check those out. So if you have a Draconic Moon in Taurus, at a soul level, you are reliable, patient, practical, admirable, considerate, devoted, tactile, faithful, warm-hearted, palpable, responsible, and stable. If you have a Draconic Moon in Taurus, let us know down below in the comments which one of these famous people or celebrities you kind of feel like you identify most with at a soul level. And let's move on to Draconic Moon in Gemini. Okay, so here are some of the well-known people with a Draconic Moon in Gemini. We have Meghan Markle, Jordan Peterson, Kevin Hart, Anita Cyrene, who's actually here on YouTube. You guys are probably familiar with her. She's a very famous tarot reader. She used to be known as Stargirl, the Practical Witch. Okay, we also have Helen Keller, Peyton Manning, Drake, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Dolly Parton, Halle Berry, and Abraham Lincoln. Pinned in the comment section down below, I will also have a list of some other famous people, celebrities, well-known people with your Draconic moon sign that didn't make it here on the list, but were a part of my research if you would like to check those out. If you have a Draconic moon in Gemini, at a soul level, you are pleasant, friendly, curious, quick-witted, bright, collaborative, inquisitive, daring, egalitarian, sparkling, and vivacious. So if you have your Draconic moon in Gemini, let us know down below which one of these influential, famous, well-known people you most identify with at a soul level. I'd be curious to know. All right, let's move on to Draconic moon in Cancer. Here are just some of the famous and well-known people with their Draconic moon in Cancer. We have Beyonce, Julia Roberts, Steve Jobs, Tyra Banks, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, John Lennon, John D. Rockefeller, J.K. Rowling, Megan Fox, Mariah Carey, Shania Twain, and Sidney Poitier. Pinned in the comment section down below, I will also have a list of some other famous people, celebrities, well-known people with your Draconic moon sign that didn't make it here on the list, but were a part of my research if you would like to check those out. If you have a Draconic moon in Cancer, at a soul level, you are tenacious, highly imaginative, trustworthy, protective, deep, intuitive, emotive, ingenious, compelling, perceptive, capable, and persuasive. Let us know down below in the comments if you have a Draconic moon in Cancer and which one of these famous people you most identify with at a soul level. All right, let's move on to the Draconic moon in Leo. Here are some of the well-known individuals with this placement. We have Kanye, Taylor Swift, Michael Jackson, Steven Spielberg, Angelina Jolie, Wendy Williams, Edgar Allan Poe, Maya Angelou, Bailey Sarian, a fellow YouTuber. You guys may know her for her murder makeup mystery series that she posts videos on YouTube. We also have Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, and Olivia Rodrigo. Pinned in the comment section down below, I will also have a list of some other famous people, celebrities, well-known people with your Draconic moon sign that didn't make it here on the list, but were a part of my research if you would like to check those out. If you have a Draconic moon in Leo, at a soul level, you are creative, childlike, innocent, generous, warm-hearted, sensitive, humorous, romantic, striking, amusing, prolific, revelatory, and expressive. If you have this placement, let me know down below which one of these famous individuals you most identify with or feel like you most identify with at a soul level. All right, let's move on to Draconic moon in Virgo. Here are some of the well-known individuals with this placement. We have Princess Diana, Kendall Jenner, Mark Zuckerberg, Johnny Depp, Nikola Tesla, Michael Bloomberg, Tom Brady, Lizzo, Willow Smith, Evan Peters, Katy Perry, and Joe Rogan. If you have a Draconic moon in Virgo, at a soul level, you are logical, analytical, prudent, careful, efficient, hardworking, practical, fair-minded, innovative, a healer, and a visionary. Let us know down below which one of these celebrities you most identify with if you have this placement of Draconic moon in Virgo. All right, so Draconic moon in Libra. Here are some of the well-known individuals with this placement. We have Robert Kardashian Sr., Amy Winehouse, Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, Donald Trump, Dave Chappelle, Britney Spears, Sylvia Plath, Zendaya, Tony Robbins, Stephen King, and Steve Carell. If you have a Draconic moon in Libra, at a soul level, you are cooperative, diplomatic, gracious, balanced, social, communicative, empathetic, compromising, and open-minded. Let us know down below if you have a Libra Draconic moon and which one of these famous people you most identify with or are drawn to and why. So now let's move on to the Draconic moon in Scorpio. Here are some of the famous people who also have this placement. We have Marilyn Monroe, Billie Eilish, Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Will Smith, Elon Musk, Hugh Hefner, Warren Buffett, Michelle Obama, David Letterman, Nicole Kidman, and Teal Swan, who is also a fellow YouTuber. She does a lot of spiritual videos. Pinned in the comment section down below, I will also have a list of some other famous people, celebrities, well-known people with your Draconic moon sign that didn't make it here on the list, but were a part of my research if you would like to check those out. So if you have a Draconic moon in Scorpio, at a soul level, you are resourceful, fierce, intense, intimate, sultry, powerful, commanding, influential, investigative, dynamic, and affectionate. Let us know down below if you have a Draconic moon in Scorpio and which one of these famous celebrities you feel like you most identify with or are drawn to. So now let's take a look at the Draconic moon in Sagittarius. Here are some of the well-known individuals who have this placement. We have Whitney Houston, Bobby Fischer, Jennifer Aniston, JFK, Malcolm X, Kristen Stewart, Donatella Versace, Tom Hanks, Dua Lipa, Simone Biles, Mark Wahlberg, and Kaya Gerber. If you have a Draconic moon in Sagittarius, at a soul level, you are generous, idealistic, profound, contemplative, moralistic, judicial, mature, expansive, philosophical, and wise. Let me know down below if you have this placement and which one of these famous people you feel like you most identify with on a soul level. And now let's move on to Draconic moon in Capricorn. Here are some of the very well-known individuals that also have a Draconic moon in Capricorn. We have Barack Obama, Caitlyn Jenner, Adele, Martin Luther King Jr., Audrey Hepburn, Ariana Grande, Gianni Versace, Chris Martin, Millie Bobby Brown, Naomi Campbell, Jack Nicholson, and Dave Ramsey. Pinned in the comment section down below, I will also have a list of some other famous people, celebrities, well-known people with your Draconic moon sign that didn't make it here on the list, but were a part of my research if you would like to check those out. If you have a Draconic moon in Capricorn, at a soul level, you are responsible, disciplined, controlled, realistic, hardworking, dedicated, inspiring, and persistent. Let me know down below if you have a Draconic moon in Capricorn and which one of these well-known individuals you most relate to or identify with and why. All right, let's move on to the Draconic moon in Aquarius. Here are some of the celebrities and famous individuals that have this placement. We have Justin Bieber, Madonna, Oprah, Albert Einstein, Virgil Abloh, Doja Cat, Emma Watson, Leonardo DiCaprio, LeBron James, Frida Kahlo, Janet Jackson, Chris Kyle, and Kate Moss. Pinned in the comment section down below, I will also have a list of some other famous people, celebrities, well-known people with your Draconic moon sign that didn't make it here on the list, but were a part of my research if you would like to check those out. If you have a Draconic moon in Aquarius, at a soul level, you are progressive, original, independent, humanitarian, authentic, futuristic, unbothered, unique, eccentric, self-aware, decisive, and polarizing. Let me know down below if you have a Draconic moon in Aquarius and which one of the people I listed you feel like you most identify with or relate to and why. Now let's take a look at Draconic moon in Pisces. Here are some of the famous individuals who have this placement. Robin Williams, Harry Styles, Paul McCartney, Mother Teresa, Jackie Onassis Kennedy, Kate Middleton, Candace Owens, Michael Moore, Alexander McQueen, Miley Cyrus, Lorde, Bella Hadid, and Eckhart Tolle. Pinned in the comment section down below, I will also have a list of some other famous people, celebrities, well-known people with your Draconic moon sign that didn't make it here on the list, but were a part of my research if you would like to check those out. If you have a Draconic moon in Pisces, at a soul level, you are sympathetic, artistic, psychic, an old soul, flexible, spiritual, imaginative, sentimental, whimsical, enlightened, peaceful, and sacrificial. Let us know down below if you have a Draconic moon in Pisces and which one of these well-known individuals you are more drawn to or feel like you relate to on some level, and why. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to share this with someone who's wanting to discover more about their Draconic moon sign, and let me know if there's any adjectives you would have added to any of the signs and why, based on either what you've learned or just the groups of well-known people that fell underneath that Draconic moon sign. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.